Good afternoon. Since my retirement, I've become concerned with threats to the health of the Great Salt Lake, and more recently threats from mercury contamination to humans and wildlife as we all live in the Great Salt Lake's watershed. Mercury is a potent neurotoxin and the most toxic component of air pollution to both humans and wildlife. It is already in high enough concentration to exceed EPA's safety thresholds in 1 out of 12 U.S. women of childbearing age, exposing the fetus to loss of intellectual and neurologic function. U.S. coal-fired power plants account for 1/3 of mercury deposited in our nation, and huge sources of greenhouse gases. Nevada gold mines are a suspected but unproven source of Utah's mercury contamination. State and federal agencies here have done a good job in identifying mercury contamination in Utah waters and wildlife, but not in Utah mothers and children. Reducing mercury emissions from coal-fired power plants and gold mines must be a critical component in risk reduction of this public health threat. Mercury contamination of fish is extensive throughout the U.S. A recent U.S. Geologic Survey demonstrated mercury contamination in every fish that was surveyed from nearly 300 U.S. waters. Does Utah have a problem? Yes, a serious one. There are fish consumption advisories for Utah in 17 lakes, reservoirs, and streams. The numbers are increasing every year they're measured. Utah has the nation's only mercury advisories against eating waterfowl because of toxic levels found in 3 species of Great Salt Lake ducks. Great Salt Lake has the highest level in the U.S. of methylmercury, the toxic form, making it the hottest of hotspots for mercury pollution. A new source of air pollution will be created by reducing Great Salt Lake level and surface area from excessive water diversions exposing the mercury and other contaminants in sediment to wind action. The warming climate must be considered when permitting huge expansion of evaporation ponds and their attendant water diversions on Great Salt Lake, a current example being the Great Salt Lake Minerals expansion. The climate crisis will increase the mercury threat to children in other ways. As the Arctic thaws, more mercury will be released into the global atmosphere. As the Northern Hemisphere's forest fire season becomes longer and more severe, mercury contamination from this source will also increase.